I talk with a lot of college students just the way you do, and many of them ask the question, is your suggestion when you talk about religion, there can't be a good atheist or a good secular person? I always say, well, I don't know a single religious person who believes that there can't be a secular person who acts well and acts in concert with public morality. Yeah. It's a silly question, but it does raise the secondary question, which is, okay, well, if I'm a good secular person, I don't believe in God, but I still abide by a certain level of morality, what makes God necessary to my life? Why should I think about God as opposed to just sort of behaving in the way that we all sort of agree commonly is good?
I think it's a great question, but it hangs on the peg of one flaw. And that peg says autonomy is all that really matters. Being autonomous, that I'm a law unto myself. First of all, your disclaimer is very valuable. I believe there are many good people that I have met who are skeptics, who are non-believers in God. Sometimes they put us Christians to shame. When I see some of the courtesy and the generosity of some of them, well received. But the fact of the matter is they are using a word that is only self-referencingly defined. I am a good person. How do I decide that? And if I am only going upon my own reason, in some cultures they love their neighbors, in other cultures they eat them. Both of them may think that they are good and that they are doing good. Think of what we are doing today while considering ourselves a good culture. It is unthinkable, some of the decisions we are making at the highest level of lawmakers, and yet we call ourselves good. It is not a self-defining motive. First of all, if I believe goodness is purely on my definition, I have to give that prerogative to every other human being. Even the naturalistic framework of Immanuel Kant, the universalizing of a principle would apply right here. But the fact of the matter is, when I'm a cross-cultural person, okay? Even within India, I was raised in the north, born in the south. The color tension, Ben, the tension between the complexions of people while I was growing up, I come from the south, so I'm darker complexion, but I moved to the north. It was tough, and in some parts of India that is still so. And you see the matrimonial column wanting to marry a wheat complexion, whatever that means. My brother used to say, is this a whole wheat or what wheat we're talking about out here? We've got all these tensions that go on. So cultures have different values in self-referencing behavior. Once upon a time, the sati system in India, thank God it was abolished, where the wife had to burn herself in the pyre of her husband and so on. They thought they were being good people. So to say I am good is a highly risky statement if you do not believe in absolutes. It is a relativistic term, and if you say all truth is relative, then it is a self-destructing statement. It destroys itself. Is it an absolute, or is that statement relative to? So I say, yes, many good living people who are skeptics and have done wonderful things in this world, but to give oneself the prerogative of defining good leads to a world of chaos if that is given everywhere else. And here's what I say. America talks a lot about rights, but we have not yet defined what is right. My rights stand on the bedrock of an absolute definition of what is right. And that's why people like Wilberforce and others were at the forefront of fighting slavery, because it was a wrong. Nobody had the right to inflict that on any human being. So that's my answer. My answer is that there are good people, but they're living beyond the foundation on which their lives are standing.